Ryan Anderson, I ride for Optum Pro Cycling.
Ryan, you had quite the day yesterday on stage 3. Why don't you tell me a bit about how the day played out for you?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday went pretty well for me. It was pretty windy in the morning, so we knew that there was a lot of potential for crosswind, especially like 12K, and we made a right-hand turn, and it was pretty much crosswind from there on for a pretty long stretch. So I just raced at the front and kept on following the moves until the one that worked out for me. Till it was, I think, 18-man group for most of the day, and yeah, we got pretty close at the end too. So.
And you didn't quite make the last group of 6 that escaped. Why don't you tell me a bit about what happened on the road that left you out of that group? Yeah, so I mean, the group, at times we were working well together, and then other times not so well. And coming into the last KOM of the day, maybe about 5K out from that, I think we started, attacking a little bit more from each other, and yeah, it just wasn't quite with the group of 6 that went away from there, and we tried to chase from behind, but didn't quite make it. You did take the red jersey for the top Canadian from Ryder yesterday. There's been a lot of talk about Ryder Hesjedal this week, probably running the table with that jersey. How does it feel to grab it from him? Yeah,
I mean, it's not just so much from just grabbing it from him. It's just I'm happy to be in it, and especially here in Alberta. I mean, I'm from Alberta originally, so it's a special jersey for me too, and I'm happy to have it.
How does if you do get to hang on to it until Calgary, how would that rank against other achievements you've had in your career?
I mean, it'll be something that I'll be quite happy with. I think I just think the whole Tour of Alberta, hopefully it's gonna continue to encourage more young Canadians to get involved in cycling. There's been a ton of school kids out on the side of the roads, and I mean, as far as achievements and stuff, I've had a really good season so far, so I couldn't pinpoint just one, but it's definitely special.
Speaking of kids out on the road, have you noticed a difference in Canadian cycling since you started as a racer? And who did you look up to growing up, and who do you think kids will be looking up to now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely growing. It's continuing to grow. I think it's very important that we continue to get more young cyclists involved. There's a ton of good programs out there. For me, I just liked riding my bike. I didn't necessarily look up to anyone in the beginning. I have people now that I definitely look up to and look to for support, as far as like other Canadians like Swain Tuft, and I think that I'd like to be able to try to give back to at some point.
And you actually not too long ago almost found yourself without a team for this season, and you got back on with Optum, and I mean, like you said, you've had a great season. What sort of are you looking to do in the next 2 days to keep that momentum going? Yeah, I mean, we'll see how today plays out. I think it could be another hard stage. And then I think definitely tomorrow going into Calgary, it could be a sprint, so I think we could take a crack at that too with the team. So. In the final stage of the Tour or the U.S. Pro Challenge in Denver, you went to the line against Sagan, and you're looking to do the same tomorrow going into Calgary?
Yeah, I think going into Calgary, and we still have a full team intact as of today, so I think we'll definitely try to take a run at tomorrow.
And just one last question. I'm curious if this rain, is there anything that makes you nervous about today cycling on wet roads?
Yeah, I think it makes the group a little bit more nervous, but for me, I live in Vancouver now, and it rains a fair bit there, so I'm used to it. Definitely makes it a little bit more nervous. I only raced in the rain a little bit in Colorado so far this year, but shouldn't be too much of a problem.
You expect to jump out in front again today?
I mean, I'll look and see kind of who's going in the moves, but I'm not gonna go on a suicide mission for nothing.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.